So now that we've learned about arrays, let's do something fun with it. We're going to go back to this original question, and I'm going to kind of start over again. So what I want to do is $A, let's do it $x. So $x equals sort array non-zero diff rands from -9 to 9. We're going to do 6 of them. Okay, cool. And it's sorted. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and create a table of x and y values. What we want to do next is we want to do y. We want y to correspond just like on the calculator to generate your y values. That didn't make sense, but let's go play with this. So if I go back to my array macros, and I just want to show you kind of what's the power is here, is we look for this in this thing right here called calc on array. Because we're able to index every single individual item, what we're able to do is give it a calculation, an array, give it a calculation that we want it to do, and it will process that calculation on every element of that array and give us a new one. So what we want to do here is we want to do y equals calc on array, and the one we're going to use is we're going to do x, and then let's just do a really simple one, 2 times x plus 4. So that's our mx, y equals mx plus b. I would really want to randomize these. So generally I would want 2 and 4 to be randomized. But if I do this, x is sort array and y is calc on array, then let's see what what it looks like. So if I do $x list equals array to list $x, and $y list equals array to list $y. Okay, so down here, let's see if they look pretty or not. So there's that x list and $y list, and if I save and preview, hopefully I did it right. There they are, -14. So hopefully we've got the beginnings of a table of inputs and outputs. It's really not pretty, but it's there. Okay. So instead of using array to list, let's see if we can kind of jump ahead here and come up with a nice function that will generate a table, because the power of MathAS is a lot of the stuff they can do. I'm repeating myself. So let's do our first table. If you do graph tables, we're going to have so much fun with this stuff. What we want to do is we want to use these functions called show arrays. Actually, I like horizontal show arrays. And what this does is it creates a tabular display of data in the arrays as rows, with the strings as row labels. Does not text wrap, so only used for small data sets. Now this is something where it's a new concept. So this right here, show horizontal arrays, give it a string, an array. These are required. These are optional. So what it's saying is we give it one string, one array. We can repeat this as many times as we want. We can do one, we can do a whole bunch. So let's play with this and see what it does. So instead of this right here, I'm going to do $t for table equals show horizontal array. So let's do, so that's my, remember that tick, and let's do $x. Okay, so let's comment these out because we're not going to use these for a while. And so down here, what I want to do is I want to do my table, $t. So $t equals horizontal show arrays. And let's see what this looks like. So if I preview it, there's a table. -9, -7, -3, 1, 4, 8. We're halfway there. This is good. What I really want is I want to repeat the process. So I add a second one because we can put as many as we want. So now we do f of x, comma, $y. And if we do that and now save and run it again, you'll notice I get a table. There's x, there's f of x. My random numbers are sorted, -8, -4, -3, 3, 5, 8. And then it evaluates on that function and it gives us our f of x values. So from here we could ask students to figure out what the function is, calculate the slope, figure out the vertical intercept, anything we want to do, but it's an easy way to generate data. So summary, we can have lists, and lists are really easy for displaying. arrays are really easy for getting at individual elements. We can convert between the two by using list to array and array to list. But like I said, being able to manipulate the data, generate a series of random numbers that are stored in an array, sort that array, step through that array and do individual calculations to create a new array, and then finally use those two arrays like this to generate a table. And you can do horizontal, you can do vertical, whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's just kind of a heads up as far as what we're going to be doing with arrays as we progress. Your assignment now is to write a couple of questions numerically, one with prime factorization and one with figuring out x when you're given y. So we'll let you get started with that and see if I can figure out how to upload this stuff to YouTube.